Happy
Oh,
Sunday. Happy Sunday.
yeah.
Happy
I'm just
Sunday.
gonna say Sunday. I ain't saying happy. I ain't saying nothing. I ain't doing nothing. Nope, not doing it. Not doing it. I refuse.
Yeah, yeah. It was good this morning. It's not so good anymore.
I want to go to bed now.
Can I go to bed now and work it out next,
Yeah,
Saturday?
maybe, maybe. Hey, so we
Oh
got a
my.
couple of newbies out there today. I see Sparky's here for the first time. I think I don't remember
Mhm.
Sparky ever being in here, but Sparky's
I
here. Hey,
I don't
Sparky.
know, but hello,
Oh,
Sparky, and welcome.
yeah, old 2ID soldier out there thinking he's going to be trying to make me think of Korea again or something. Wait,
Right, and I see all of
you,
our faithful followers out there. We're
yeah,
glad you're
see,
here. Thank
yep,
you.
Wedge, Nemo, Moon. All right,
Yeah.
so we'll just go ahead and do this the quick and easy way, and because we've got a certain thing coming up less than a month away.
I Oh, hey, Moon. Right. So, okay, guys, look. This is going to be so much fun. I can't even tell you. I can't even say it enough. We're getting close, close, close. I'm even now starting to plan out how I'm going to do this. Um, I had to take vacation to do
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
And yeah, the only vacation I have this year, I am taking it to do this Crossing Realms conference. It's going to be September 19th and 20th in Richmond, Missouri at the Eagleton Civic Center. We've got so much planned. There's so many speakers going to be there. There's just, people in chat are going to be there. I mean,
Yeah.
oh my goodness. I just can't say enough. So, hey, don't be shy. Get your tickets, the speaker tickets. Like I said, once we sold out of those, we cannot sell anymore.
Yep.
We are going to be at capacity in the building, and the fire
Mhm.
department said no. So, so there
Aw.
it is. There it is.
Okay. The crowd went, "Aw."
Ah,
And
no. So,
Sparky, I didn't mean to say that you were just new here. I mean, I know you've been here before. You've seen you in a while. That's all. But that being said, it's also first time since he started his channel, if I remember right. So, which
oh,
it's got some good stuff out there. Go listen to him. He's actually pretty cool about it. He's got some good stuff. So,
exactly,
anyway,
exactly.
so the way I hear it, then this is just a public service announcement for everything. The way I hear it, somebody somebody is going to be kind of taking over a certain show tomorrow. And
That is true.
do y'all actually have a guest, or y'all just take it over and say we do what we want?
We're gonna do what we want.
Oh,
Period.
you doing the full blown Cartman thing? We do what we want.
That's it. So blondes and
Okay.
booze are we're taking over Texas front porch tomorrow. Tex should know. Don't leave us unsupervised. Of course, he's the same way. We can't leave him unsupervised either.
Yeah,
So
about to say
I guess we keep each other in check.
I would leave y'all unsupervised before I left him unsupervised. Okay, that's why
Right,
he's always got somebody with him.
right, right. But so guess what? Tomorrow.
Yeah.
So tune in to Texas Front Porch tomorrow night,
Yep.
8 p.m. Central. It's going to be me and Krista. And gosh knows, I have no idea what's going to happen, but oh well.
Cool,
Oh
cool
well.
hands right. Cool hands right. It's going to be scary.
That's
It's going
right.
to be scary.
It's not
All
even
right.
scary
Well,
season yet, but it's getting close. You know,
you ain't
and
just kidding.
speaking of scary season and it getting close, I
Mm-hmm.
do have to talk about this a little bit.
Yeah. Go ahead.
First of all, because I'm still going to the hospital, my mom is still in the
Oh, I thought
hospital.
she was getting out. I thought she'd gotten out.
Well, they ended up not letting her get out because she had a dizzy spell and fell.
Oh, not good.
So here she goes back in. So, just to make a quick synopsis of what's happening. All right. So she went in and she was having some type of seizure, which was due to a deficit in magnesium, which can do that. I had no idea. Plus, she
Yeah.
had pneumonia in the lower quadrant of her lung,
Oh,
which
okay.
then turned into an infection. Then it turned into bronchitis.
Yeah.
Then she broke a rib from coughing too hard.
Wait.
You heard me.
How do you? I have coughed, and now you got to remember this is a 40-year smoker here at one time.
Yeah.
I have coughed with the best of them. I don't think I've ever broke a rib though, unless I fell
Well,
onto a rock.
she is 80. She is 80. We know about bone density. And it could have been
Yeah,
just the way she was laying, sitting when she had done it. Who
that
knows?
means those muscles broke a rib.
Yeah.
Oh, I've honestly never heard of it. I've never. Uh, Sparky might have give her a whiskey. That's what.
Cool
Give
Hand
her a
said
whiskey.
you can actually do that. And
Yeah,
yes.
exactly. I'm baffled. I really am because I've never heard of it. I've never heard of it. But then again, I've seen people blow their knee out just stepping too, not
Right.
not planning or anything, just stepping. So
Yeah. Nemo says, and then she stubbed her little toe. She hasn't done that yet. Cross your fingers. She doesn't.
well, that'd break every bone in the foot, wouldn't it?
Oh, yeah. So we're just not doing that. We know as you get older, your bone
Yeah,
density
yeah.
is quite a
Hmm.
lot less than it used to
Yep.
be. So we have that. But anyway, that's
Yeah.
up with her. But so I went there and I'm noticing that leaves are falling off the tree.
Yeah.
They're turning colors. I'm like, wasn't it just 100 and something last week?
Hmm.
And then I woke up, I think it was yesterday. I woke up early like I normally do. And I'm letting the little puppies out. Well, the puppy, which he's an old man, but he's still small. We just call him a puppy. Let him out and noticed it was 63 degrees outside.
Yeah. You're
I
getting the
said,
stuff that's coming to us next week. Sounds like
what happened? I didn't know what happened.
there
So
was no
anyway,
end of summer.
right. So Thursday night, I believe it was Thursday or Friday night. I can't remember. And it was on Blondes and Booze,
Yeah.
but we're going to have to go back to this. And I marked it at about 1 hour and 21 minutes in. I
Yeah.
had a black shadow go right across here.
Really?
I did. I started freaking out. And I'm looking and I'm like, I'm looking around
And,
going, what is happening here? And
and
then
when was this again?
oh gosh. I want to say it was on Thursday night. I want to
Okay.
say it was Thursday night, but we're
No,
gonna have to look.
Thursday's when
One
I
hour
came
and
in.
21 minutes. Yeah, because I couldn't
So
figure out why it got all dark over here. Like there was a definite darkness that happened right here, and I was
yeah.
like, did anybody else see that? So Paranormal Paul was on in the chat, and he rewinds and goes back and watches it because you can do that on our show.
Yeah. You
So
do it
he
on any of
rewound
them,
it
really.
and he was watching it and he said, yes, there was a definite shadow.
Okay, so it had to be on Friday then because I was covering for you on Thursday, so it had been
Right.
Friday when Frankie was on then.
Right. There you go. That was it. It
Okay,
was Friday.
I'll go back and find it. We'll take a look at it. Got no
Yeah.
problem with that. That's easy.
Yeah. I figured we could bring that on this show and take a look at it and see
Okay.
because if you can watch my light now, there is no flicker. There is no dimming. There's nothing.
Mm-mm.
There's nothing. So I was like, okay. So, and we talk about how I have things going on in my home. It's no
Yeah.
secret. We've heard them. We've caught it.
Yeah.
We know. We have evidence.
We've
It
heard it on
happens.
here. Yeah, we know it
Yes,
happens.
we've heard it on here. But that is the first time that it's ever shown itself on camera.
Yeah, that you can actually physically see it.
Right. There had been other times where I could physically see it, and it did itself as an orb. Now I have a desk that is flat, and then it has a raised section. Okay,
Yeah.
it has a raised section, but you can see through the raised section.
Yeah.
Okay, I had a light source that went totally under there where I could see it coming through that area, right? And then I seen it drop from the ceiling with its own light source. It looked like a Christmas light, just a plain white
Really?
Christmas light. And I could see it, and it went right behind the camera, and I'm watching it go like this. And it has done that to me before. But this time it actually showed itself on camera, which was like, wow.
Yeah, no kidding.
Like, wow. So, I mean, and I told my mom, I went to, and I started telling her about it. And she's like, wait, I got to tell you something. And she's like, Well, the girls were coming in, she's talking about the nurses, and she had like a, I don't know, she had the Travel Channel on with some ghost show on it or something. And
Of
they're
course.
like, what are you doing? Because they're not used to their elderly patients watching ghost shows. Okay. This is not a normal thing, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then she's like, I was talking to the girls and blah, blah, blah. And da da da. And I said, yeah. And I said, I had a shadow come across. Did you see that? She said, I sure did. She saw it too.
Wow.
Yep. And Mickey G, who was with us that night, she
Yeah.
saw it. So, I mean, I guess nobody was really paying attention to me, but I noticed that it had gotten dark in the room. And I was like,
Yeah.
what happened?
Well, I'm going to be going back and looking at the vid now just to check that
Right.
spot out.
Yeah, let me make
Yeah.
sure, but it's like it's
121, right?
It's 118, 118 or 121. I've got two times
Okay.
written down here. I think at
All right.
118 I noticed something weird. And
Then
then
I'll
121 may have been when I saw it, because I do write the times down.
yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is all about us catching evidence. And it
Yep.
just so happens I catch it here. Like I said,
Yeah.
we've caught those EVPs. We
Mhm.
all the stuff, but it's the first time that it's shown itself on camera.
And
So
and we
I
have
was
if we have a timestamp like that, I'll expand it to like 10 minutes to see if we've got anything else that we didn't catch in that immediate time frame.
right. Because,
So,
I mean, it is really something when, it doesn't scare me. I mean, I still sat there. We talked about it. I was like, blah, blah, la la.
yeah.
And that's the way my life runs. And that's exactly how I investigate. It's kind of like something like that happens. I am not a screamer. I'm not a runner. I'm just like,
Yeah.
oh, hey, can we see that again? Did anybody else see that? So yeah, you're gonna have to check that out. And anybody else that would like to check it out, I mean, if you see something or whatever, let me know. I know you can see the curtain right there in back
Yeah.
of me, but it is still
Yeah.
daylight out, so that's why you can see that. But it was not daylight out when we did this interview with Frankie on Friday night. So
Yeah. I mean, because I watched a little bit of that, but I was also doing other things. I was listening to it more than I was actually watching it. So,
well,
because y'all were
it
talking
was
about
yeah, it was quite a
Stephen
great
King novels, and I was
show.
like,
Yeah, it was talking about the real fire starter.
yeah,
And Frankie had all the news articles and everything
yeah.
about it. And
I don't know how he was reading that. I mean, because that's the only. As he was going through it, I was looking up that same stuff. That is the only bit you can find on it is that
yeah,
one big old splash screen, and I'm like, man, wait a sec, because obviously Stephen King didn't know about this or anything. That was not his actual uh how can I say it, the inspiration for the Firestarter stuff,
right.
but it's something that is like, okay, wait a second, this is kind of something that he talked about. Maybe he had, well, it wasn't, but anyway, it's a good thought about, hey, this could have actually been something he could have known about possibly
It
and have been in the
possibly,
back of his mind. Yeah,
possibly. Well, because pyrokinesis is a thing. Otherwise, they
yeah,
wouldn't have a word for it. You know,
exactly.
but they say that there have been no stories or anything that showed proof that this is happening.
Yeah,
My general thing is she was just really smart in doing what she was doing, or
yeah,
she was sleepwalking and doing
yeah,
this,
yeah,
which,
yeah,
if you watch videos of people sleepwalking, they do the craziest stuff.
yeah, 100%.
My friend's daughter had a really bad habit of sleepwalking. And this is kind
Ooh,
of embarrassing, so I'm not going to say her name. But she would run to the dining room, right? And she would
yeah.
sit down in the chair and she would pee. I'm sorry, but she would. She just thought
And
she was
there's
somewhere
nothing you
else.
can
And
do. Yeah, exactly. There's nothing you can do about it. I mean, it's one of those things, and they tell you, hey, don't wake them up because it could be a complete fright, and you can send them into cardiac arrest with it. By
yeah, exactly. And that's what
scaring them.
the doctor said. The doctor said, hey, I mean, she's going to do it. She's going to do it. And they're like, well, she'll probably grow out of it, but it's just a thing that she does. So, and she was only about 5 or 6, when
Yeah.
she was doing this. So they were saying that she's
Yeah.
broadwood. So they got her. They went out and got a potty chair,
It makes sense. If you
and
knew
they
where
would,
she was
yeah,
going.
yep. And then they put it in that same chair that she would always go to, and
Yeah.
saved everything. So I mean, yeah, there are ways around it, but that's what I'm thinking. That if she was sleepwalking, that was a thing. That maybe she was starting these
Yeah.
fires
Yep.
as she was sleeping. So I don't know. I don't know. I mean, it was just interesting. I'm in a big mood to talk tonight because there's so many things happening right now.
Yeah.
With my household. I mean, because we always talk about like when you live in a haunted house, that when you remodel and you
Yeah.
do things, and
Yep.
that could spike up activity. But
Sure can.
that's not necessarily the case right now. It's kind of changing because you know my mother is not here, so there is a difference in the dynamics in the house,
And it's
and it's been
causing
for
some upheaval, if you want to call it that.
right. So it's been, there is, and it's been a minute. We're working on 2 weeks now, so it has given us some time, and there has been a lot of activity going on in my home. And like I said, Friday night was just like, bam, there it is. I've been
Yeah.
hearing, thumping around the house, and I go out and I check, and my daughter's sleeping, so it's not her up and around, and
Yeah.
just stuff like that. And my dog's sleeping, and it's just like I don't know what's happening. But then I started
Yeah.
thinking about it. Yeah, it's the dynamic in the house has changed.
Yeah. They're missing one person. One person they're
Yes.
missing. And they're like,
Yeah,
hey,
so
this
they're
ain't
kind of
right.
like, what's going on? What's happening here? What are we doing?
Think it think of it as the dogs you've had for, 10, 15 years, at the house, and all of a sudden the one that they sleep with isn't there for a night. Let's just say like my daughter is gone one night. My dog
Right,
roams the house trying
right,
to find her. And if he
right,
can't find her, he parks outside of my parents' room downstairs, and you hear him at night going, "Oh."
right.
I'm like,
So
"What are you moaning
so
for?"
right. So Riley says that they checked the 120 mark and see no shadow.
Okay.
So we're probably gonna have to
All
back
right.
up on that.
Okay. I'll go back and look at it again. So,
Right.
like I said, it's anywhere from that one. I'll probably check anywhere from 115 to 125 and just look at it all and see. And it kind of, if it's as pronounced enough to where you guys can see it and you react to it, I'll know where to start looking at. So,
Yeah, it was definitely something I reacted to and other people reacted to.
okay.
So we're gonna have to go back and look at that. Like I said,
Okay.
I want to say it's that, but then again, heck, I don't know.
Yeah. So I've been lucky. This one I'm in right now was built in 2005 and is like, don't get me wrong. I have even times when I see stuff out of the corner of my eyes around here, but there's nothing really here. I don't think. But the one we were in at Fort Belvoir in Virginia, right south of DC, holy crud! I had
Right?
we had Union soldiers and Confederate soldiers at times just kind of going through the place, type thing. My wife
Yeah.
even nicknamed one of them the Colonel because she could see him and sense him. And like I said, that's one of those like, okay, y'all do what y'all want, just leave me the heck alone, okay? Don't screw with me or anything. I mean, my daughter woke up
Right.
and the keyboard was being click because it looked like somebody was typing on it and it wasn't. So yeah, telling you, hey, you can't be scaring people like that. I know you're curious, but don't be scaring nobody.
There it is. There it is.
You
Hold
see it?
on. Yeah, I do see it. Can you bring it up on screen?
If I can go find it, I haven't pulled it up to find it yet.
Yeah, pull it up. Let's look at it from your screen. I'm looking
Okay,
at the thing now. Hold on.
ladies and gentlemen, this is what happens when you get pushed around by blondes. All right,
Right.
let me get to it here. I got to get to the actual. What's the timestamp you got?
Hold on just a second. I'm looking for it again.
What heck? You just
It's around the 118 mark. Now, you can see that it
yeah.
starts happening because my camera is going in and out.
This was the
It's
show that y'all had trouble starting it in the first place, too, isn't it?
yes, yes.
Yeah, because it's under show two. It ain't under any real name. It's under show two. All right, pause. And we will go to, what'd you say,
Yeah, because
118, you
if you
said?
notice, my light is going in and out on the whole entire thing. It is 118. You can start at 118.40.
Okay, 118.40. I'm at 118.02 right now.
Hold on, let me. Yeah, 118.
Okay, I'm going to start it here. And I'm going to try and.
Because you see that my camera keeps going in and out, like it keeps trying to autofocus on
Yeah.
something.
In fact, I'm going to. That starts at like 1816.
Yeah.
Where that starts now. I'm going to
Yeah.
pause it right here. I'm at 1804, 118.04 right now. I'm going to bring this up and share the whole screen so y'all can hear it at the same time too.
Yeah. Let's
Okay.
just look at it.
Okay. There we go.
Because it's autofocusing on something. And I
Yeah.
don't know. I don't even have it set on autofocus, everyone.
Okay. Here we go. All right, guys.
What's her name? Myra. She was just talking about this. Like she had been doing it for 15 years. I love her because she actually taught at University of Miami, and I was a teacher there at the same time.
Now you saw that right there, that little flicker on it, right?
Yeah.
That's why I said I stopped at the 1812 and 1814.
I saw her
again
at
right now.
KC Paracon, the Missouri Paracon.
Oh, okay.
We were like, oh shit.
I've seen her in Townsend, Tennessee. She's a nice lady.
Yeah, she's great. So she was even talking about.
Now, right there, you saw how dark it went too.
Yeah. It's like it's auto-focusing or trying to get in on something, which I'm not getting.
It looks like you're getting something right here already. Starting trying to come in the frame.
Yeah.
This recently, like I really love her. I think that she brings that biology and that sense of self to it. That this could be something that is evading humans because humans, they'd already had their fight with humans. They'd already had their battle with humans, and I think a lot of them are cave dwellers.
Yeah,
I think
you saw it. I tell you saw it. You saw how fast it backed off too. Yeah.
Yeah.
So where you recognized it,
and it was.
Yeah, it just zoomed back off. I'm like, okay. Now here's the one thing I'm going to ask right away. How many other lights were in there other than you and the light you have for your setup there and that light in the corner? Your lamp.
That's it. That's it.
That's all there is, right?
There's two lights in here. Like I said, the one in front of me, which you can see my hand on.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, and then the one behind me. That's it. That's the only two lights I have.
Right now, you have light coming in from outside, obviously too. So
no, it was dark outside.
That's what I'm saying. But right now you have.
But right now I do. Yes, you can see that back there. Yes.
And I'm just going to postulate this right now, just to get it out of the way, because what I'm looking at could possibly be that sensor is trying to bring in more light. You know what I mean? And it's trying to focus on you and whatever's behind you as well. That's just a synopsis or a hypothesis right now, obviously. So, but let's continue on and see how far it goes if it goes any further with it. So.
Right.
And they are most prominent in states with caves. If you look at people that have gone missing, it's mostly around caves.
See how it's doing that though? I mean, because you don't see it doing it now.
But here's the thing. Now I want you to look at this. I'm gonna back it up a couple seconds here. Okay. When it brightens up,
I mean,
you got your head down.
What's your name, Myra?
When you put your face to it,
about this.
The sensor's picking up the light off your face now. So that's dimming back there.
Right. Right. Well, that makes sense.
She's been doing it for 15 years. I love her because she actually taught it.
That right there is what gets me the focus. It's trying to focus on something behind you as well.
Yes. Yes.
Not just you.
Well, the room got physically dark. That was the problem.
If you physically saw it, there stands another issue that we got to look at, because now doesn't matter what the sensor's doing if you physically saw it happen.
Yeah.
So, but I can tell you right now, the way the wall goes in and out on you, and not the focus part of it, the wall where it gets darker and lighter, that most likely is due to the camera sensor actually picking up your face in the light.
It's not doing it now, or has it done it like that before? I mean,
I understand.
I mean, otherwise I'd be always having this problem, right?
You should, yeah, and I would say that too. But unless this is the thing that gets me, is this over here? I'm not saying this is true or anything. I'm just saying that's a possibility of what's going on. But this little bad boy right here that looks like it's trying to edge into your frame is not here. I'm gonna bring us up. I'll just pull this off the stage real quick.
Hey, bring up. Yeah, I was
Look
going to
at
say,
yours
bring up
right
me
now.
right now. Yeah, it's not there.
Okay, I'm gonna put you. Yeah, it's not there. There is
It's
a
not
little
there.
bit, but now tilt your head down. Now tilt it back up. See, that time it didn't do it because of that light. I bet if it's darker, it might do it. But we need to test that when it's really dark outside too, because you're getting that little bit of ambient light coming in. But it still should. We should have seen it long before now. I'll say that.
Well, actually, we can go back further into the stream and see
Okay.
if it was happening before that. I mean, we can do that, just back it
Okay.
up about 30, 40 minutes. And
Let's go back to, because here it is this is at 53, and that same anomaly is still there to the left. See it?
What do you
Yeah,
guys
but
think about? I know we're
it's
totally
trying
off
to do
topic
it
right now.
we are. Hey, that's what
I
happens.
mean, that
We
was like
start
a little
talking.
segment. It was that little.
It might be your camera. Honestly, I hate to say it like that. I really do, because it's doing that same thing with the trying to focus.
Okay. Okay.
But let's see.
All right.
That's how
So
we roll. That's how we roll.
this
I'm
is
gonna
what we
mute.
need to figure out, though. We need to figure out why is it not doing it now? It didn't do it the
Yeah.
night before. Hasn't done that.
No.
And then all of a sudden we're having this problem with my camera trying to focus elsewhere.
Yeah, I think there's something there that it's sensing though. Still, like you said, it's trying to focus because this is at 53:42. I'm going to take it back a little bit more now.
Yeah, take it back about another 20 minutes or so. I mean,
I'm going to take 31 minutes.
Yeah,
Okay?
because we need to figure this out because I don't know why my camera would be trying to focus
No.
elsewhere because like I said, I got the same setup every single day.
Yeah.
Every day.
Yep. So I muted it so we don't have to listen to people talk. We're just watching now. Now look at it right there. It did the same thing. It's completely out of focus.
Okay.
And then it went back and focus.
All right.
Saw that?
Okay. So it was probably my camera creating that. I mean, but it does not explain the darkness.
Not what you saw. Yeah, not what you saw. Now
it didn't explain the darkness because I automatically jerked around wondering why it's so dark in here.
and that's why I'm going to go back to that. This is where you look like you're trying to tell them what's going on right here.
Yeah, I was actually trying to make it do it. See, I was trying to make it do it.
I'm trying to make it. There we go. It does that again, and
I don't understand.
Okay.
Well, hey, it's technology. It's technology.
Well,
okay.
That right there, boom. That's where it happened. It got really dark, even darker than normal, right there.
Yeah.
And okay, I saw something right across here. Look here. I'm gonna back it up a couple seconds.
Yeah, because that's right where I'm looking.
See it? Did a little bit of a movement. It's grasping. Don't get me wrong, it's grasping, but I can see it. And then when you turn, you get more light. All of a sudden, it just brightens up again. But this is the problem that I'm seeing is it could easily be coming from the camera too. Is my issue. That's
yeah. It could be. It could be. You're right.
But
you're
reacting to it because of what you see on the screen, right?
Well, no, the whole room became physically darker.
Okay, so that's something different then. Yeah,
because as I'm looking down, I can't see the screen, so I'm not paying attention to that.
Yeah, and I mean, see how you leaned in and it got dark again? Not as dark. Don't get me wrong. Not as dark.
Okay, hang on. I'm doing it now. Okay. Is anything happening?
No, but you got a lot of light behind you too, though.
That's true.
Here, do it again.
Oh.
I'm gonna see, and this time, what I'm watching now, see that when you move that time, there was a difference. Okay, where it's focusing because you did it fast. But I'm watching this area behind you, though. Let me pause this over here. This area behind you to the other side, the actual darker area that way. I'm watching it now.
So to this side.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch see if it goes lower or higher or whatever based off what you're doing. And it's not really doing a whole lot because like I said, I think it's just that the ambient light coming in is actually helping stabilize it.
Yeah, I don't know. Nemo says it
though.
might be the light blue shirt messing with the. It could be.
Could be because
It
you got
could
more
be.
reflection. You got more
Yeah,
reflective light coming off of it.
it did. It could be. I mean, except for the part where it got physically darker in here.
Yeah.
That's
where I'm trying to figure out. I mean, because
and then there's that little bit of movement. There's that, right over here. There's that little bit of movement, which you shouldn't see movement.
No. And I'm looking again. I got it up again. Like I said, I muted all this, and you can see it's constantly going right now.
Yeah, it's like my camera is trying to focus in on something else. But I wore that color shirt on our show before.
But look
several times.
Look at you right now on that. You're blurred. Now, I don't know if this is a Thursday or Friday night, so I'm wondering, could there have been some sort of issue with the bandwidth too that might have heard it?
Well, okay. So yeah, you're probably right there. And so I do have two screens going at the same time all the time.
Yeah.
While I'm on. So when my picture got darker because of the way I was moving, this would have gotten darker, which would have made the room darker.
Yeah. That's
that means it is actually taken away from the light because it's not showing as bright. It'll go dark, so it would look physically darker in here. Okay.
Exactly.
We're gonna leave it up to that. Okay.
Yeah.
We're gonna leave it up to that.
But again,
it was just weird how that the camera kept trying to focus in when it's not on autofocus, everyone.
Yeah.
Otherwise that wouldn't be blurry.
No. And like I said, that's
it was literally trying to focus in on something else. So we'll keep an eyeball out on that on a different show, and we'll just keep watching and watching and watching. And like I said, I mean, because the explanation of, the focus was off. It could have been the StreamYard. It could have been all kinds of stuff. But
I mean, don't get me wrong. You're reacting to it, though. I'm trying to figure out if you said it physically happened in the room, but now we got to figure out was it the glare of the I mean the screen should have stayed where they were at, so you wouldn't have noticed them going more dim. So, if you physically saw it, that lends me to think something's there that this thing is trying to actually
it's trying to focus in on. Yeah, it is definitely trying to focus in on it. And, we do have cameras like that. We do have cameras that focus on motion and things like that. The same thing with any type of camera, which, like I said, I don't have autofocus on because there's so much, here that there's no reason. I'm so close to it. There's no reason to autofocus. I'm so close to it. So it shouldn't matter there. But, I mean, there's still a couple unanswered questions.
Yeah, I mean, you can't say for sure anyway.
No.
One way or the other.
I mean, but we do have an explanation. And that's why I said we needed to bring it up on here because this is where we do this stuff.
Yep. And we don't just go and say, hey, this is it. We brainstorm. We don't sit there and just say, it is for sure this, is for sure. Hey, what do you think? What do you think about this?
Exactly.
And the only reason I say that about the camera because there's so many times when I have to take pictures of the parts I work with at work that come into me that are bad. And when I'm sitting there trying to take a picture with my phone and I'm focused right here, it tries to focus out here. And so everything gets blurry right here when I'm trying to get an intricate photo type thing. So
right.
That's what
and I don't have a screen like a blur screen like you do. I don't have anything. This is my actual office here. So so I don't have that messing with it. So it can't try to autofocus on something else.
No. It's picking something up.
It is. And it does it from time to time, but that has been the worst where it physically darkened the room. But, like I said, because the screen I have down here is much larger than the one I'm looking at. So the one down here puts off a lot of light. So if, per se, this got darker, well, the room's going to seem darker because this is the source of light. So, I mean, that could have been a big role in what was happening. But the thing is
sensor.
Right. Yeah. But, I mean, we can go back to the Thursday night show Well, no, not Thursday night
No,
because I
that was me.
wasn't there.
I was there. Yay.
Right. To any other show you want that I'm on there. Even last week's show here on Truth or Tinfoil. And check out,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
if it's
I
doing it. But
I'll go back and double check.
We were having so much difficulty trying to even do that show.
Yeah, it was full of boogers the whole way around. Y'all had gremlins from the get-go.
Yeah, that is absolutely true. Krista did the show. She made the show just like we normally do, nothing different. And guess what? It wouldn't let us in the show. Just wouldn't let us come on. Wouldn't pop us up, wouldn't put us in the stream, wouldn't do anything. At the last minute, for everybody who was in chat that was there, I had to send them to the new show. We had to redo the show and put it, somewhere else for everybody to go to so we can continue on. I mean, so there was some stuff going on already.
Yeah. Yeah, especially that night. Like I said, when she texted, we can't get on. I wasn't where I could actually get on StreamYard to figure it out. So, but Sparky came up with one right here. If you have a light in the corner for you, the light in the corner, the camera should never show you in a normal light and have a dark spot next to a light, in his opinion. So, yeah, I mean, he's saying like that lamp over there, you should never have a dark spot next to that lamp.
No, never. No.
So I mean, it's just weird. It's a little weird.
Yeah.
I mean, we can kind of explain it with electronics, but you reacted to it and seeing it in your own real time,
right?
That tends to lend a little bit more to it to me.
Yeah, because I have my like I said, this light right here shining down on me, and so my room would never appear dark. You know what I mean? Yeah. Because this light's right on top of me. But all of a sudden, the room around me seemed dark. So it was very strange. And I did react to it. That's when I turned and looked to see what was happening because I noticed my screen went dark. And I was like, everything looks dark. And I turned, and like I said, then there it was. But then again, it kept readjusting. Yeah. And like I said, we'll have to wait till we'll do a little special session or something. We'll get on here and we'll check it out to see if we're still having the same issues. I mean, heck, it could be a StreamYard issue. It could be a YouTube issue. It could be all kinds of
everybody knows. Everybody knows we've been having problems with them for the last couple of weeks anyway.
Yeah. So, but like I said, we'll dig into it more. But like I said, the room physically went dark. That's where my problem is.
Gotcha.
I noticed that if the screen does that, but the room went dark.
Yeah.
So
okay.
I don't know.
Well,
I don't know.
That was quite interesting because I didn't even think to look for that stuff. Y'all didn't tell me about it Friday night, so I didn't go looking for it yesterday. So,
well, that's okay. I mean that's okay. Like I said, we're not having the issues now. I'm not doing anything strange. I mean, we do have another light which I can move the camera. I think to pull that out. I don't want to though. I want to leave it.
Leave everything as is. Don't worry about it.
Right.
We'll adjust it. We see it in some of the other ones. Yeah.
Yeah, because this is how we're going to gain our evidence by leaving the camera in the same spot.
Same spot every time. You got it. So,
but that's what we do here. People love it.
Brainstorm.
Yeah. We'll just have to look further into it. That's all.
All right. So I'm going to go into this because some of these we're going to blow through probably pretty quick. But there's no red circles today, guys. Sorry, no red circles. I didn't put any red circles.
It's not Red Circle Sunday. It's Facebook Giveth.
Yeah. Facebook has giveth, and Facebook should take it all back. But anyway, these next four, this is one photo somebody has blown up, moved, and it's like all over the place. So it says, person who shared these photos wrote, I captured this in Yosemite National Park a few weeks back. I don't know when a few weeks back is. So, but all of these supposedly were all posted within the last probably 3 weeks. At first, I thought the strange glow on my screen was just glare, but when I looked closer, I realized it was something else entirely. I could see it could be an incredible light phenomenon, or maybe even a portal energy of a spot that's overwhelmingly intense, blah, 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 blah. And he leaves it at that. Now, I don't know. I do believe it's a issue with the picture itself, not necessarily anything paranormal. And I use the term loosely on it because I think this is probably some sort of glare of some sort or something wrong with his lens itself. But he reported nothing else.
Well,
here's the thing that gets me. You see how hazy and smoky everything looks
yeah, I
from
was getting
this
ready
area
to say,
up.
yeah.
It almost makes it look like he's taking a picture of a picture, and there's something on the glass or on the picture itself. You know what I mean?
Does that not look like a computer screen or something there?
I can't see. I can't see the glare to do it though. Is the problem? You can't see enough glare and it to say yes, it's a computer screen that he's taking a picture of. But I mean, when you get to here, and it's not like it's cut straight in. There's that. This is the only straight part of this haze that comes. It graduates in. It's not like it's just boom there. And look how the circular part comes, out too.
Well, there are people standing back there.
Yeah, and they're not recognizing it or paying any
They're
attention to
not
it.
reacting to it, but that doesn't mean anything.
No. Yeah, and one person said that they in the comments for it said that they thought somebody burned a picture. Like, I can see heat on an actual film or an actual print picture causing that, because it'll melt the colors in the front of it. My problem is with that though. Look at the single spot of light right in the middle.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at right now.
And Luke, you're right. It could easily be the light coming through the trees has caused a flare of some sort.
Yeah.
On the camera, so
absolutely
100% could be that. It's just I wanted to just blow it off right off the bat when I first saw it. I was like, oh, this BS, and I started looking at it closer. It's like, but I can't just readily explain it away.
No, you can't. You can't. I mean, you want to say it's a lens glare or something like that, but it's not showing that. It's not showing that there is sunlight directly at the camera because look at how shaded it is in front of the picture. Yeah. I mean, it's
and the way the shades going, the sun is coming toward them because there's that tree right there. There's the shadow of it coming back this way. So the sun could be coming through the canopy to a certain extent.
Yeah, for me, looking at stuff like this for 20 plus years, I can't say that it is, and I can't say that it isn't.
Exactly. In fact, Riley, you brought that up. I'm gonna grab the AI detector real quick on here, and I didn't put it through because I didn't think it looked AI to me. But you bring up a good point; it very well might be. So I'm gonna do a quick detection on it and see if I can get it to. No, not text. I want picture.
Yeah, like I said, that's why we have the stuff we do because 20 plus years of doing this, it's kind of like looking at evidence and, stuff like this. With the AI, 9 times out of 10, you can tell it's AI. But there are times when you're like, is it or isn't it? That's why I hate this AI thing, It just adds another wrench into the whole problem.
This
trying
comes
to figure
up
out
as
this
1% possibility
so
of AI.
Yeah,
it is showing as not. Now that changes with whatever detection equipment or detector you use out online. Obviously, I usually use this site GPT or not site GPT. What was it? I already deleted it out, so got it out of there. So,
and energy manifestations show up in all different.
Yeah, sight engine. Sorry, I had it right.
Yeah, I mean, there are all different shapes, sizes, colors. An orb is just an orb. It's they're not necessarily circular.
No, not at all.
Tell everybody that. They're not necessarily. Yes, yeah.
They're not all the same color. No, they're not all the same color.
Right.
And I'm not an orb person, and I know that.
They're not perfectly circular. You know, sometimes they're a little elongated. Sometimes they have a tail. You have to really look into these. That's why I'm on the fence about this one. I can't say it is or it isn't. I mean, we do know it's not AI.
Yeah.
I mean, the only other thing that I can think of is maybe he had something on his lens.
Yeah, that could be the only other thing. Some sort of water vapor or a drop on the lens when it was taken.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with you, John. It's come to a point it's hard to tell any good posts at all anymore. So, but now Sparky did say it does blur around the outer edges and such like that. And I do believe now I'm fairly certain that this is probably a cropped image right here, because he did that and then he did this.
Oh, yeah, it's cropped.
That one's cropped for sure. But he centered in on this part of the anomaly right here, when to me, the best part of the anomaly is the entire misty area. You know what I mean?
Give me the whole picture.
Yeah, I want it all. And then he's already cropped it right there too on this one. So that first one, number one, was supposed to be the original. And that is, I just don't think that's the case. I think this is probably a crop of another picture.
And it could be. It could be. So, I'm just going to say this. I'm going to lean towards something on the lens.
Yeah. Agreed. Because, a drop on the lens could cause that rainbow effect.
Yep. Because there is a little bit of light, but it is dark. It's not like the light is shining right on them, but it can still do that. Yeah.
So, okay. Well, I'm going to keep on going here. We're going to go into a Polaroid now. Told you I got a Polaroid for you.
Yeah.
It's actually a picture of a Polaroid. So, and it looks like one of those little eye gear type Polaroid camera things.
Anyway, you had me at Polaroid until you said a picture of a Polaroid, and then I was like, oh,
yeah,
there it goes.
Yeah. So here we go with this right here. All right. I'm confused, first of all, 100%. But this is all it says. The owner of this photo wrote, is that a figure lurking behind my son or something far more sinister? Or is it just a trick of light? Now,
why would you even say, is it sinister? What?
Yeah, because it's black.
Come on.
Maybe. I wanted to say, okay, it's Polaroid, kind of cool, but then I started look at the kid, look at the couch. Why do we have that discoloration around his part of that? Did they just clean that part of the picture, or were they that bad at taking Polaroids? I don't know on this one. I don't think it's real at all.
I don't either. I don't know what it is.
Now, there's a couple where he zooms in here a little bit further, as you can see, and I'm going to zoom in up here. Now, the last one, I don't think I put a circle on the kid's face, because I want you to look at the face too at the same time. Let me look and make sure I didn't do that. I just want to make sure, because that was one of the things I was like, yeah, I want to leave it off there. Yeah, I didn't. Okay, so the next one, like I said, will give me a little something to think about, because he's taking a picture of a Polaroid, then he's cropping it around. I don't know that he's actually done any lightning or anything like that. There's a hair right there. I can't tell what's causing this part. See how that circles and it comes down and such? Is it maybe the flash causing a lens flare of some sort? Maybe did they take the flash from further back behind another seat or something?
Yeah, Polaroids are something else. It could be even the actual film itself. Because you would take pictures and you'd be in the perfect lighting, the perfect setting, not shaking, take a picture and it'll still come out all discolored.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's in the developing of the Polaroid that can create that.
Yep.
It could be where they where they have touched the Polaroid while it was, developing and have made something.
Sparky again, you can. Everybody knows we could take Polaroids at one time, and you could do that to it and mess up all the colors.
Yes.
You could squish them up. So,
Yeah.
but I think this part right here, I think might be a shadow of another chair or something where they take it in the flash, just have to catch it. But neither here nor there. Even with that, this doesn't look right. I don't know what's going on right here. If it's a something hung on a coat rack or what, I can't tell. But
I mean, look at the railing.
Yeah.
You can't see through this thing. Can you see through it? I can't see through it.
No, I can't see through anything. There's something solid there. I don't know what it is, but there's something solid there.
Is it like something hung on the railing?
That's kind of what I was thinking, like a coat rack or something hung on the banister railing and stuff.
Like they put a coat there or something.
Yeah. And but this is the one that gets me with the face. I'm gonna show you this one real quick. Look at the kid's face. I mean, the kid was in motion when it was taken.
Can I say he looks like a little elfling?
That's what I was thinking too. I was like, oh, he's got the ears of the elves. I mean, what the heck?
I mean, the nose, and
he's got the face of
the mouth. Yeah, looks like a little elfling.
Yeah. So I'm like, okay. They were moving when they took the picture. Could have easily gotten a shadow right there, and this could just be because of that dark coat or something hanging back there. It just took that particular form as they were moving.
Yeah, it definitely looks like something's hanging on the railing. I mean, it does. Yeah. It does look like that to me. To me, it does.
Yep. So,
but I mean, I'm never saying I'm right. I'm never saying I'm right. It is just my opinion, but I do think something's hanging on the railing.
I'm sticking with the tinfoil on it because I think it's a misidentification. 100%.
I'm gonna go with you. I'm going with it. I'm gonna say this is this is something actually physical in the home. Yeah. This is
I think so.
I think so.
And the only reason I say that too, because if you look at the couch right here too, it's basically, I mean, you can see a little bit of the line and basically the same color as what's there. It doesn't change a whole lot from here to here. So whatever's causing that ink to push out right here or causing it to kind of give you that shadow look or whatever. It's just
it doesn't even look like a shadow. If you watch the lines of it, even where it's kind of a little jagged, it looks too smooth. Like, foiled again.
Roger, I didn't even think about that. Fake tree or plant used for decoration. Didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
Could have easily done that.
Sure.
People sometimes cover those up. So.
Right.
Anywho, so that's where I thought it was cool because of the Polaroid. At least we know they weren't going to be able to tamper with it a whole lot,
Right. But the boy sure looks like he's an elfling.
Yes, he does. All right. Now, I'm going to pull this one out because the next one I don't want y'all to see yet because this is the...
I'm leaving my hat on.
Yeah, you might want to leave it on, but this one did kind of confuse me a little bit because we haven't looked at this one, I don't think. I don't think we've looked at it yet. But there was a good big old write-up about it because it says here that on the outskirts of town, a man living in the woods set up a few cheap trail cameras. Well, at least you're telling me they're cheap right off the bat. You're not telling me there's some sort of state-of-the-art whatever.
Right.
Hoping to spot wildlife after his family's farmland had fallen into ruin. One heavy August night. Now, this is actually word for word now. One heavy August night, somebody, and I digress here, somebody's trying to write a Stephen King novel, sounds like. And it says the camera triggered not by deer or raccoons, but by something pale and human shaped, standing motionless and staring straight into the lens. Armed only with a flashlight, he stepped outside from one of the trees, and from one of the trees, a slow, wet, rasping breath. This is completely written as a horror book, okay?
Yeah.
Man-shaped figure with skin stretched too tight, eyes that never blinked, and a dented axe hanging from his hand. Okay. Can somebody tell me how you dent an axe? You can chip an axe. You can nick an axe. You can break an axe.
I was just sitting there going, not that I know of, nothing.
Has anybody ever seen an axe dented? I mean, honestly, I sat there and read that. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. Okay, but here's the photo. I'll let you guys look at it because obviously the guy wanted everybody to feel creepy when they're looking at it. Okay.
Yeah, they set the tone. They set their own narrative for the picture. Mm-hmm.
So, issue number 1, it's only one picture. If you said it get tripped off these cameras, you should have more than just one picture.
That's right.
Even if they're cheap, unless you don't know how to set them up in the first place, even if they're cheap, they're still going to take 3.
True, very true.
I don't know on this one, honestly. Once again, it's too far out of the IR glare to actually make any details out. Long arm, it looks like.
Yeah, that's what was getting me the most. That looks like a very long arm. I think we're looking at a little bit of misidentification here. I think that is part of the tree, and just with the lighting and everything and the way the exact angle it was taken.
Yeah. And 100%. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I'm with you. It's going to be tinfoil because I just think there's no legs, and it blends into the base here. Okay.
Yes.
So I'm with you. I think it's either part of that tree or another piece of the trunk of that tree toward the rear of it, or it's another full tree behind it.
That could be true because that's a really long arm.
Yeah. Yeah, Roger, I was going to touch that next because they're talking about this guy here. What is this crap down here? I mean, come on. I mean, you're like, hey, we looked outside and there was this eye shine. This eye shine should have been up here. If you're going to doctor it right, okay? That it's just out of the blue. Now,
there's
don't get me wrong.
3. There's actually.
Well, 3?
No, there's only 2. Okay, so yeah, I'm looking. I don't know. There's something reflective there.
And we're not seeing enough of it. I would think if it was a raccoon, like Riley's suggesting, I would think that you see more of the body.
Yeah. And all I'm seeing is like leaves or something.
Yeah.
Grass.
Something
or
down there
brush.
just causing a reflection, but I don't know what it was. But this one was one I like.
Yeah, this is very difficult. I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with pareidolia on this.
Yeah. I wish it was good enough for me to really get back here and see this hand area, this part, because it looks like somebody in overalls, obviously. But even in that situation, there's no face that you can discern. There's no hat that everybody knows that any farmer in the world ain't going to go outside without a hat. And there's no legs. There's no actual discernible legs. It's like it just kind of blends into everything down at the bottom. I cannot see where it was actually kind of stuck in there by AI, not by AI, but by Photoshop or stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm not seeing that. Because the head's a little bit distorted.
Yeah.
But yeah,
maybe they're talking about this as eye shine. See that little bitty bit right there? But you couldn't tell that from back here. You couldn't tell that from back there.
No.
So yeah, no on that one. That's just pixelation, I think.
I don't.
It's tough, honestly, because
I mean, if I took a picture of it, it'd make me guess twice. It'd make me think about it.
Yeah.
But we only have
especially
one
looking
picture.
at it.
Right.
Yeah. If you're looking at it like that.
If he has these cameras hung up there, regardless how crappy they are, there should be more than one picture. So I would have got a picture of it in the daytime, at nighttime, And again, just like we were talking about earlier about my camera, do not move the camera. Don't move it.
And
put it back in the same spot where you had it.
Yep. Leave it alone. Let it keep going. I don't know. I mean, it confounds me the people that put out the trail cam stuff and say, well, this is this, this is this, this is this. Well, why do you only have one photo of it? Why? Do not tell me, because I know dadgum good and well that you have any trail cam of nowadays, you're not taking just one picture. It doesn't work like that. The cell phone ones are set up usually just to take pictures because they're out in the boonies and they're using cellular signal to send it back to the people's phones. So they'll just take pictures unless you go out there and set them up to physically take video as well. All of mine that I use, they're all set up to do 3 in sequence, 3 boom, 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 and a 15-second video. Right after. So
that's the only way I caught evidence on mine, because like the first picture, there's nothing there. Second picture, something's there. Third picture, nothing's there. And it was in general succession, and they were like a half a second apart.
Yeah. So I mean, Sparky's kind of right. I at first I didn't think of it as a farmer type with what I thought of it as a female. Actually, at first, the first time I looked at it, just at this angle right here, just looking at it. And if you look at it just right there, you've got a half of an apparition. You got a half manifested apparition.
Yeah.
Right. So once again, though, we're still at that same spot there. Why have I only got the one? If I had 2 more that it should have taken, then we'd be able to tell for sure what this thing is. I do believe. If it's still there in exactly the same spot, doing the exact same thing, I would say you've got something else, because it should show up on other shots later on. So
right.
If it disappears, who knows?
I mean, it. I'm gonna go with tinfoil on this. I think this is just.
Yeah.
I think this is just pareidolia. I mean, good pareidolia, but pareidolia.
Yeah. You could see where they would have got the
Yeah, I'm not reaching to find what you're talking about in the picture. I mean, it's like, bam, it's right there. Yeah. I mean, it's like you don't have to look for it, which that is fantastic pareidolia. It's like, oh man, I see what you're seeing. But then to find out if it's real or not is basically what you got to do with it.
Yeah. I mean, you have to go on trust. And like I said, with the write-up that came along with it, maybe immediately doubt the genuine authenticity of the actual picture.
Yeah.
Because you're writing it up.
I mean, the longer the story, the less likely I am to believe it, because you're putting in there, oh, it's this, this, and this. You're telling me what I should be looking for, but you're not letting me find it.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm with you. I'm like, I'm more tinfoil, but it does. I can't say it's not, though, 100%, because I just don't have enough information. If they'd have been able to just get 2 more, another photo, just a single one, a couple of seconds later. Oh, and guess what else? You sent me a trail cam, and crappy ones, even the crappy ones, have a timestamp on them.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you could tell it not to, but you have to go out of your way to tell it not to. So,
I mean, this could be, a zoomed in copy of the picture. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm thinking it is. But so anyway, I think we're both kind of the we want to believe, but we're not quite sure. So.
Yeah, you have to send me more evidence. If it's trail cam, I need to know the dates, the times, all of this stuff. I need the whole thing. You know what I mean? I need the whole thing.
Yeah.
So the more you crop it up, you lighten it up, you play with it. I don't even show me.
Yeah. Yeah. And like we both, like Sparky said, the eye shine, that's just an anomaly. There's something down there that's just reflecting. That's all. Yeah. Probably the leaves just happen those particular leaves happen to reflect that way that time. But that, of course, gets us past our hour. We're at an hour 5.
True. But now we've got that video, of the show that we've got to go back and look at. I mean, in this itty bitty part over here.
Yep.
See if we can see a shadow moving. Not about the whole darkness of the room, but we're worried about that shadow that's like right up in here that moves. Yep. That's what we're looking for.
Now, Roger, you're right. I've got $20 trail cameras that I use, and literally they take better pictures than that. So that you're right.
But that's why I think this one was cropped. Yeah, I think this one was definitely cropped up, and that's why it just looks so bad because, of course, the pixelation. I mean, you can find anything in the woods if you really look for it.
Exactly. So with that being said, I am going to probably cut us off now. But I just want everybody to know God has started doing sign language, and he's telling us all, please. I don't know if any of y'all knows what ASL means or what that means in ASL. I know what it means on some other areas, but trust me, sign language, I hope it gets across the point to a lot of people.
I don't know.
And if you don't know, go back and watch Mr. Holland's Opus. You'll find it. All right. All right, guys. You got any words of wisdom before we bid adieu?
No, just tune into Blondes and tune into Blondes and Booze on Texas Front Porch tomorrow at 8 p.m. Central. I'm sure we're going to be raising havoc over there.
No. You just need to call it Blondes Front Porch.
Oh, welcome to the Blondes on the Porch.
Blondes Porch. The
Blondes on the Porch.
Here you go. There's so many things that could be said.
Right? There's just so many things that we could say about that.
Oh, yeah. I'll be quiet now. All right. Guys, we'll see y'all next week. I think next week I might be going back across the pond. We may have to figure that one out.
Okay.
We ain't done nothing out of Scotland and stuff for a while, so I'll see what I can find.
I haven't found anything that reaches out and grabs me. You know what I mean?
No.
I know you can find the red circles. I mean, a dime a dozen.
That's easy.
But I'm always on the lookout for something that I'm like, what if?
What if? Oh my gosh, how did I miss that?
Right. Blondes redecorates the porch.
Yeah. That works. All right, guys. We will see y'all next week. And Gary and Poncho, the hat will be on. Okay. Win, lose, or draw. Bye, guys.
See you next